Hey everybody, Will Hamilton here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the Roger Federer Andy Murray Australian Open Final. This is a matchup that everybody's been hoping for, and Federer and Murray are both playing extremely well. They are both in physically good condition, so this should be a high quality match. Now, Murray leads the series 6-4. But as many of you know, I don't really put too much stock into that because Murray has only beaten Federer in non-major tournaments, and I don't think those wins translate against Federer. If we look at the Federer-Davydenko match, Davydenko had beaten Federer recently twice in a row, yet Federer won that match. So again, winning in a non-major in a best-of-3 is not the same as beating Federer in a major where the pressure is amped up and it's a best-of-5 match. Now, I think the outcome of this match is going to depend heavily on how aggressive Murray plays, because in the past, he hasn't been particularly aggressive, and despite the fact that he has a winning record against Federer, Federer said he actually likes the matchup because he feels like he is in control of who wins and who loses. And this is a quote from late last year. This is Federer talking about the Murray matchup. He said, "I know what I can do, and I know what he can do. When we both play well, it's a close match, but I always feel it's the attacker who holds the key to success, so it's up to me whether I win or lose, not up to him." And I think that's extremely true. Federer obviously is an attacking player. Murray likes to have a little bit more variety but not be particularly aggressive. And if you look at the folks who have beaten Federer in a major in the last couple years, it's players who exert constant pressure against Fed. Someone like Del Potro, the U.S. Open final last year, where he was blasting the ball off both sides and serving big. Someone like Rafael Nadal, whose lefty topspin is constantly pressuring Federer's one-handed righty backhand. Nadal breaks that shot down. So Murray in a best-of-3, sometimes that variety works, but over a 5-set match, he's going to need to do something more than just work the ball around the court, because ultimately Federer is going to take control of most points. Now, we've seen over the course of this tournament Murray playing more aggressively than he has in the past. He did that particularly against Rafa. So what do I think Murray needs to do for this match to take it to Fed to potentially win the Australian Open? Well, the first two keys are pretty simple. Murray needs to serve big, serve a high percentage, and be in control of the points on most of his first service points. He also needs to return big when he gets a look, particularly on the second serve. He should attack and try and take control off that first shot. And he needs to figure out a way to apply constant pressure over the course of an entire match. And there's several ways he can do this. He can first go for big shots when he gets a look. He did that against Rafa. He particularly went after his backhand when he got a look at that shot. If he got a short ball, he would hit it in a solid approach shot and follow it into net. That's one option. Or he could take the Davydenko approach, where if this is Murray right here, he stays right up on the baseline and takes Federer's time away. So this would allow him to play within the framework of his game, where he's working the ball around the court, not going for too much, but by standing up, he's going to cut down on the amount of time Federer has to prepare, and that's a way he can exert constant pressure on Fed. So he's got a couple options there, and I'm not entirely sure what he's going to do, but my view is that he has to be aggressive in some way, whether with his shots going for a little bit more than he normally does, or aggressive with his court positioning and not let Federer have too much time. Because the more time Fed has, if you give him an opportunity to set up for his strokes, he's going to take you apart. And against Tsonga in the semis, Federer had all kinds of time, got grooved extremely fast, and completely dismantled Tsonga in a 3-set match. But then if you go back to Davydenko, Davydenko came out on fire, and a lot of the way he was being aggressive was simply standing up on the baseline, moving the ball side to side, taking away Federer's time, and he obviously killed Fed in that first set. So that's something Murray is capable of doing. So we'll see if he takes that approach versus the take bigger cuts approach. So who do I think is going to win this match? Well, I think Federer is going to take it. I think the fact that he's been in so many more Grand Slam finals than Murray, and the fact that he's the more aggressive player, is going to put him over the top. Now, I have no doubt that Murray will serve well and return well, but this question of applying constant pressure over the course of a match when the point has actually gotten started, I'm not too sure about this. We're not even sure if Murray's going to try to do that. And if he does, will his strategy be effective? Will taking huge cuts at the ball when he gets a look, will that work? Will playing up work? He doesn't even know if he tries to apply pressure whether that will be an effective strategy. So there's too many variables there for me to pick Murray and be comfortable with that pick. I just think Federer takes it. He's done it before, so he'll probably do it this time as well. Now I'm a little torn as to whether this is going to be a 4 or 5 set match, so I'm going to flip a coin. Tails is 4, heads is 5, and it's heads. So we'll say it's a 5-set match for Roger. Again, I think it's going to be a very high-quality match. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, like we've been doing over the course of this tournament, we're giving away stuff for each match to the person who can best predict the score of the match, and we're giving away a year to FYB premium for this match. It's a $300 value, and what you got to do is just rate this video and please subscribe to our channel. Post your prediction for the score in the comments below, and whoever's closest is going to win. And you have up until when this match starts, so good luck with that. And if you're watching the match live, please visit us at fuzzyyellowballs.com because we are going to be doing a live webcast during the match. It's going to be me and Ian Westerman of EssentialTennis.com. It'll be a lot of fun, so if you're up watching the match, please join us. Want to know the secret to Roger Federer's forehand? Click the link in the description and sign up for our 100% free course.